Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to take a look at something else I've been wanting to do a video on for a while now. It's called Wildfire Pinball. It's from Parker Brothers. It came out around 1979. I remember these as a kid. We had these right up next to the Mattel football and baseball and basketball, the little game diode systems that were popular at the time and pretty prolific. I think every kid in the neighborhood had the Mattel football. But this was another one, except in this state they wanted to try to do like a pinball game. And they all used these little red diode lights that would pop up and you could kind of sort of control, if you want to call it that, by pushing buttons over the course of the design of the thing. Like on the Mattel football, you had little buttons that you could advance your guy left and right. And in this case, you have buttons that will move the flippers to bounce a diode around. So I picked this up during the summer at a local game show, and I thought it'd be cool to show it off. I've cleaned it up quite a bit. It was pretty dusty and dirty. And one thing I want to try to do is on the side here, this is actually supposed to be like a silver trim all around the outside, a metallic trim. You can see a little bit left over right there. I'm going to try to go over that maybe with a metallic Sharpie, maybe clean it up a little bit. But otherwise, it's in pretty good shape. It seems to work pretty well. And I thought it'd be interesting to show off. These were very popular back in the day when I was a kid, especially during the late 70s, early 80s. This is well before Game Boy, and even to a point Game & Watch. So, let's see here. I know it takes 6 AA batteries. And we'll be putting them in a minute. That's another thing I'm happy about. It actually has its little door here for the battery hatch. A lot of times those are missing in these types of devices. You have a button that launches your ball. You have 2 side flipper buttons. And this is the speaker for the beeps. I believe this is an AC adapter out, like if you wanted to plug it into a wall. And this is the power button. So there's really not too much to it on the outside. It's a pretty simple device. But as I said, you'd see these laying around at KB Toys. You'd see them laying around at like Kitty City and various department stores in the electronics and toys sections. And at the time, they were pretty popular. A lot of kids would take these on road trips and so forth. So anyway, I'm going to just take this apart here. I'm going to put some batteries in. It takes 6, as I said, which is crazy. I mean, considering what the thing does, it seems like a lot of batteries. But so a neat little history about this device. It was actually developed by Gary Kitchen, who everybody may know from as the developer, creator of Keystone Capers on the Atari 2600, and also the Atari 2600 port of arcade Donkey Kong. He had some design expertise with this. I believe it's one of his first projects, actually, tinkering with the electronics and creating this. So let's see if this turns on here. There you go. I think you can advance this power button 3 times, but I can't remember what the first step. There you go. Let's try that again. All right, I'm going to leave it at 1. I can't remember if that, I probably should have researched that a little better. So there you can see the flippers moving around. You got flippers over here. You got 2, one in down here and one in down here. So hit the plunger button there and the ball appears. Now in the camera you're going to see this thing flickering, but in real life, so to speak, your eye, you do not see this flicker. In real life, it's a solid image. These are all solid lights. They are not flickering in person. So do not be concerned if you want to pick one of these up after the fact and you may be prone to seizures. All right, so let's launch this ball. And since this is using little diode lights here, you're going to see it how it advances up. And there's a little bulbs. You could see it a little, if I zoom in a little bit here, You can see these little dark dots. That is where the ball is represented on the play field. These are each little individual bulbs that are going to represent the ball. And this actually has some feedback to it. Depending on how hard and long you hold down on this button, you can see the ball is not going up all the way. And that pushes it out. And now it went down the gutter. Of course, that was my fault because I had to take the glasses off. Can't see. All right, so we're going to hold this down. We're going to launch this ball. You can hear the sound indicating how much power you're applying to the plunger. I think the only thing it's really missing that would be kind of cool is if it had some kind of feedback. Of course, at the time this came out, I can't really expect there to be any kind of, rumble or vibrations, I guess. But, and we're getting a matching ball for a free game here, it looks like. A matching score. But otherwise, that's it. That's a bonus up there. Tallying up your ball bonus. I think you get 4 balls. How many balls do you get? I can't remember offhand. I think we're on ball 5 here. Now, once again, keep in mind when this came out, 1979. So you're not going to have a LCD display or anything of that nature. This was even before the Coleco tabletops. So you're going to be working with a lesser, older technology. But for what it is, it's pretty amazing, I think. I always thought it was a pretty cool little game. A few of my friends had it when I was a kid, but I never owned one. But usually this is something, you go over to a friend's house or your cousin's house or something of that nature, and I really don't know what's going on right now. It's beeping. It's like it's ticking down or something. I think it was the end of the game though. But you go over to your cousin's house and he maybe had this mixed in with a bunch of toys, and you just kind of randomly pull it out and toy around with it while you were waiting. So once again though, you got your right flipper over here, you got your left flipper over here. You're launching the ball down here, and away it goes. Got little bumpers bumping around. Yep. That's pretty much to it, all there is. Pretty simplistic, but it always had a little place in my heart, I thought. I just love these little electronic games, and I think they're fantastic to look at again. It had, like I said, it had a little dirt to it, but it cleaned up pretty well. I don't think it was a bad little buy to have in the collection. So anyway, that's about it for today, and I'll catch you guys next time for more exciting electronics from the 70s, possibly. Take care.